Yeah, it's a full-time job with no benefits. Too many egos, too many fits. Count money with a side of stress.
Hey, what up, y'all? It's your boy Stu Khalil back with another video. Today we got Jeff Bezos' wife's new weird face. I don't know why people like to do these things to their body, bruh. I'm the person that tells people that they look amazing. I'm the one that tells women they look great without makeup, but often I get called a misogynist for saying shit like that because I'm not supposed to have an opinion on women's body because I'm not a woman, so I'm not supposed to say anything at all, whether I like it or I don't. So, that being said, I'm gonna talk my shit in this motherfucking video. This is my fucking channel, bitch. So we're gonna talk about this. We got Michelle McDaniel, and I love y'all, man. Once again, shout out to all the colligionaires. That means all my twins and friends is locked in. Do you hear me? Let's get to the video, man. I love y'all.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
I got it! Kiss me, sweetheart. Oh, not ever, Jeff. I got what I wanted. Ugh.
Did you?
This is off topic and like probably very bad, but in the spirit of misogynistic tendencies, I want to say them titties is tittying they at. You know what I mean? I didn't ever notice that before. I ain't never seen I watched a couple videos. I ain't never really just paid attention to the yams, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm sorry. That was very childish of me. But let's get back to
Completes the task.
Yes, I got married to the Amazon man, and he is rich.
So then that means
Yes, Dr. Kent, make me look young again. Finally, my little experiment.
you've awakened.
How do I look, Doctor?
You look
Tight. It's a face-off. We got beauty versus pain underneath the scalpel. Nothing feels the same. I took my old self, threw it all away. Now I wear a smile that I didn't shake. It's a face-off. Mirrors keeping score. This video is sponsored by, well, you. All I'm asking is for you guys to hit that little subscribe button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the video. Jeff Bezos' wife, Lauren Sanchez, flew off into space and came back with a whole new face.
Only you, by the way, would say this to me. You said, Jeff, if you don't want to marry me, you don't have to send me to space.
So first, Lauren Sanchez was trending because, you know, she did the whole thing with Katy Perry to go into space for us. Taking us space! They're changing the world for us. And her and Katy Perry and all of the girlies on up there are just so connected. More connected than you realize.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Well, no one realized because nobody else went up to space with them because we aren't married to Jeff Bezos. But nonetheless, they were enlightened and they were all connected.
Because you just see right here, you see states and all these things that divide us, but we're not.
Because you can see all the states at once. Damn, imagine her on an airplane. But just like Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez is just a whole new person after their 11-minute ride into the atmosphere. I mean, she is not a crier. This made her cry.
I'm like, I don't cry that often. So I didn't expect to be this emotional, but
Don't make fun of her. It's
all the love that was in that capsule.
It really changed her. And once she got back, her face changed too. And it is like the talk of the town on TikTok. So this is the picture that would be going absolutely viral. Everyone's talking about it, of Lauren and her husband.
Now, come on now. I'm not against changing your body for good, working out, doing things to help yourself look better, what is it called? Maxing, aura maxing, all the maxing. You can maximize, baby. Do it with some fries. You know what I mean? But at what point do you look yourself in like the BBW? I mean, not BBWs. I love BBW, by the way. BBLs. The BBL hoes. Well, at what point do y'all look at yourself and go, is this too much? Do I look human anymore? What am I going for? Have I achieved the goal? That's like, do we talk to ourselves in these processes? Because it's okay to get a little Botox, lip fillers, do your thing. But now you look like a fucking clown. You look like a blow-up doll that done got punched in the face, like, I'm pretty sure you didn't ask for that. I don't think you went into the surgery room and was like, make me look like the worst motherfucker ever. Make me look like the Joker's, ragdoll that he, to. You know what I mean? I don't think you said that. I don't think you said that at all. So, like, you need to not look like that. That's all I'm saying. I don't think I don't think the BBL hoes go out here asking to look like ants. I don't think you walked into the doctor and said, make me look like the baddest ant on the block. I don't think you said that. You know what I mean? So this is where we got to start having conversations with each other and ourselves. So we can understand, why are we looking like what we're not asking for? I know you don't look, I don't know you didn't want to look like an ant. I know you didn't go and ask for that. I know you didn't. And if you did, we need to have more conversations. Why are you going and asking? Never mind, we get too off a tangent, man.
Yeah, and the way that my jaw actually did drop, because I was like, I just saw that woman talk about
All the love that was in that capsule.
yes, all the love in that capsule, and she looked like she had plastic surgery face before, and now she looks like this. But now that I'm looking at it, that is an AI or Photoshop type image. Don't worry, I found the real one, and it's a lot more subtle and not as bad as the other one.
Okay.
Okay, listen, I am not against plastic surgery. I think if you want to slice up your face, cut off your nose, and make yourself like a completely different person, you should do it. But at the same time, I do think there's a discussion to be had when it's just a little too much. Like, you can do it, but it's too much. We can also recognize that she is following down the path of, I married a very rich man and now I'm gonna go get the classic iconic plastic surgery face that even Cartoon Network made fun of. I mean, need I say more? She walked into that surgeon's
to add to her point, why do people do this? Why do when people get money they do the stereotypical shit? Like, I can speak from my personal experience in the black community. When I see black people get money, why do we buy chains and cars and shit to flex on niggas before we buy things to make sure that we can keep that? You know what I mean? Because, like, for me, I know I'm gonna be rich one day, right? And, like, I'm not going to just immediately start buying shit that costs money that don't bring me no money back. I have a very, like, strict policy when it comes to spending things. I don't like to spend any dollars that not gonna make me any sense back. You know what I mean? Type shit. Even if I gotta lose a couple, you know what I mean? I at least want something coming back to me for everything I spend. That's how I like to live. Like, if I go out to eat, I'm getting something back from that if I eat good, because I have health. Now I can go work out. I can be healthy. I can, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I can, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, we're going to get to the video before I say
Often said, give me the Nicole Watterson face from episode 12 of Gumball. She married a man that no matter what she did with her face, he never loved her anyway.
You look better with the veil on.
Behind me, guys, we have the Happy Run G300 Pro. We're going to see how fast this thing goes right now. 5, 10.
So, how do you like the sushi? It took me hours.
It's cold.
And he said, I don't watch cartoons. And she just pulled out a picture that she printed out and handed to him. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, we can do that. Anyway, the picture gets even more shocking because people are showing what she looked like before all of this. And honey, for the people who say, you gotta look like your natural face, she don't look like herself at all. So this is what Lauren Sanchez looks like now. And this is what she looked like before the money. Or before whatever she got. I think she's always kind of dated high-profile men. Just like, the higher the profile the man, the more injections you gotta get into your lips, I guess. This is what Lauren Sanchez looks like now, and this is what...
She didn't look bad. What the fuck is wrong with these people? That's why I be saying, bro, y'all need to listen to these men that y'all not fucking. I've never fucked the woman I've told to look good. Sometimes I be on the streets, I be like, baby, you look good. I don't even ask for their numbers or nothing. But then they be like, we ain't listening. I be hearing them, cuz they be like, don't listen to that nigga. We out with the girls. We do it. You don't need no man's opinion on shit. What? Y'all need to start listening to us. I know a nigga told her she was fine. I know a nigga told her she was all good with everything she got going on. I know damn well. At least Jeff said it. But you know what I'm saying? They ain't listening to us. They like, well, we ain't doing it for y'all. We doing it for us. Who you doing this for? Because it can't be yourself and it can't be nobody else. Because then nobody asked for this. They said this was good. They said this right here on this side was good. They ain't say nothing about that. Nobody asked you for that shit.
She looked like before the money or before whatever she got. I think she's always kind of dated high profile men. Just like the higher the profile the man, the more injections you got to get into your lips, I guess. She did have a career of her own though and was pretty successful. So don't get it twisted in the comment section. She was a news anchor for a couple news stations, including Fox, co-hosted Good Day LA, the original host of So You Think You Can Dance, and created Black Ops Aviation. Of course, she's gonna date very high profile men instead of some guy at Walmart. And there's a lot of hate because she had plastic surgery, but I made sure to go to profiles that actually liked her, and people who comment about her say that she's really bubbly. They love her interviews. They think that she's a very positive person, and they also think that she upgraded Jeff physically and business-wise. I mean, he used to hold books and pictures. Now we can't keep a shirt on this guy.
So Jeff Bezos is living out every nerd's dreams. He's on a yacht in the south of France with Lauren Sanchez, smacking her butt.
Also, very age appropriate. I might not love Jeff Bezos or any of these rich people, but that's something that you can't say is normal in Hollywood.
Knew you were getting soft, Keanu. You've been dating age-appropriate women for years.
I'm not exactly sure, but Jesus, I know people who get plastic surgery and get filled up with things hate to hear people say it, and I personally think it's also rude too, but I just have to say it right now. She looked great beforehand. She looks beautiful. I would see this woman walk in and be like, wow, she's gorgeous. I would see Lauren Sanchez 3.0 walk into a room and be like, oh, so you got the rich lady look. I know many people complain about not having money, but I feel like sometimes not having money saves a lot of people from doing that. Like, I have never been so influenced to not get filler when I see pictures like this. Is there a thing called filler blindness? I gotta look this up. Oh, there's like actual filler-induced blindness where you get blind from getting filler. Okay, and now I'm seeing images that I won't put on screen because it scares me. Okay, it's basically talking about body dysmorphia and you do not see yourself in the way that, like, we would see her. She probably thinks that she looks young and normal and really hot.
Do you know how old I am, Bob? I'm 49, but I look 39 or 20. Yeah, or younger.
And maybe even Jeff sees her like that because maybe the more rich you get, the more blind you are to plastic surgery. And you're in your own little world. But yeah, it's mostly like body dysmorphia type.
So why do I start things and never finish them?
It's all due to something called law of sustainment. In psychology, the law
things like you don't see what we see. So the more I scroll, she's like all about plastic surgery, body-wise, everything-wise. People pointed out during her little 11-minute escapade into space with all of her rich friends, she was the only one. Like, not only did the people critique their little tight, I thought it was cute, really cute bodysuits, but she was the only one that didn't zip up her suit to, you know, conceal her versions of Tia and Tamara. And some plastic surgeons are saying it's because she's got so much going on, or she recently got surgery or something, and she couldn't compress them together, which in my head, if that's all true, I have no clue.
Those implants may work great on Earth, but in space, gravity, or the lack of it, can really mess with their shape and position.
I do not like medical things. I don't even like to listen to things about surgery. But if that is true, she went up into space like that, and going into space ruin your plastic surgery. Going into space is unlikely to ruin cosmetic procedures like implants, Botox, or fillers, but it might cause temporary changes in appearance. While a vacuum could theoretically stress some older types of implants, modern implants are generally more resilient. Fluid shifts in zero gravity could lead to puffiness, particularly in the face, but this is expected to be temporary and may not be significant as some initially hypothesized. Well, it looks like her boobies were okay, but maybe that explains the new face. It's just gotta get the effects of space to wear off. How long has it been? It's been a few months. So you know how this goes. Whenever someone comes out like this or a picture goes viral of a plastic surgery face gone wrong, people are asking, what did she do so that I don't do that? And so a lot of plastic surgeons are coming out and giving their thoughts of what she did.
Lauren Sanchez, Jeff Bezos' fiance, are her looks all natural, or do we think she had some plastic surgery?
Okay, come on, sir. We know.
Lauren Sanchez's evolving appearance has sparked some curiosity about whether her looks are all natural or maybe if she's had some plastic surgery.
Who keeps asking this? Who is confused by any of that. It's like a question on a test, multiple choice, and the answer has a star on it already. Like the teacher knows you're dumb with this question and just gave it to you. And if you get it wrong, that means you're just kind of stupid.
Now, if we go to her face, we see that her complexion is very smooth. Her neck is nice and tight. She's not showing a lot of signs of aging. And she's 55 years old. So I don't think it's just olive oil and facial creams. I think she has probably undergone some plastic surgery in her life.
This guy seems so nice. I'd be kind of irritated.
Nah, like he trying to give her the benefit of the doubt so hard, bruh. I feel you, cuz. Look, I understand. We try to give people the benefit of the doubt. We try to make it seem like it ain't as bad as it is. Maybe she might have got... No, nigga, you know she got plastic surgery, cuz. My brother finna come in a minute, so we might not... I might finish this one, and I might be done for today. That don't have nothing to do with y'all. I might cut that out. Anyway.
As a plastic surgeon, if people in my comment section were like, can you let us know if you think that Lauren Sanchez got plastic surgery, and they send me pictures like this? Sweetie, what do you think? Use your brain cells. And pretty much she breaks down everything that you would think that she would have got. Breast augmentation, facelift, nose done. But something that was shocking to me was that she got her earlobes done.
In some views of the side of her face, we can see that she does have a pixie ear on the one side. And a pixie ear is a telltale sign of a facelift at some point. And that's where the earlobe is connected to the side of the face instead of hanging. And sometimes when a patient gets a facelift, they can get that pixie ear if the procedure isn't anchored here to make the earlobe look more natural.
Oh, okay. So it's not exactly a earlobe surgery, but they do surgery over there when you do a facelift, and he's saying it doesn't look all that natural, which makes me question, who are these rich people going to make it not look natural? How do they have all this money? Like, we see this time and time again. How do they have all this money, but then they go to someone that makes them look like that? You know who?
That's what the fuck I be saying, bruh. I am not rich, right? But I have access to information. And I know that buying certain things is stupid. And so when I talk to the people who actually have the money, they be like, you just don't know because you ain't got no money. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't with the wham with the hell, man. So I be like, all right. So I just take it like it. But I be knowing that I be knowing that I am right in what I be saying, because when I do get the money and I spend it better than them, motherfuckers be mad at me because I get the same results they get in the same things with spending a minuscule amount of the money that they spend. I don't use not a dollar that they did, and I get better or the same results. So motherfuckers be like, how the fuck you keep doing this? And I be like, tap in, twin, and they just want to hate. And that's what I be saying. But anyway, yeah. Rich people, tap in with me, man. I can help you keep more of your money. You gonna have to break bread with me? Yeah, of course. But I can make sure you keep a lot more money in your pocket, all right? Peace.
Recently did it right. Kris Jenner. Have y'all seen her? Kris Jenner's new face.
I come from a family of aviators. I currently have 10 pilots, give or take.
1 year ago, Kris Jenner looked like this. Today she looks like this. How did that happen?
I don't care what y'all say.
Now that's some good plastic surgery. That's what we're talking about. You gonna use your money, use it like that. That look good. Do it? Don't it? I don't know. She's not my type. I wouldn't like court her and go after her and be like, yes, ma'am, you look ravishing this evening. I mean, I was saying, but I feel like that she look good, right?
Because I know some of you who just hear that someone has plastic surgery, you automatically say, oh, nope, no, they're ugly. No, they're ugly. I can put my fear of plastic surgery aside and say, Kris did it right. She doesn't even have the weird, I got plastic surgery, I'm rich voice.
I just want to really feel and be in that moment.
See? I know you hear it. That's like the older rich lady voice. The I have enough money to pool the pool boy voice. Lauren Sanchez has the face of a rich plastic surgery woman who married very well. I don't know what the hell Chris did, but her voice sounds very well and her face looks very well.
I sit for hours.
So people are speculating about Lauren saying I don't want to get that, and when everybody saw Chris, they were saying so I do want to get that. People have their opinions on plastic surgery. My opinion is if you don't want plastic surgery, then just don't get it. It's very, very simple. People have choices. They can do whatever they want with their face. You want your nose to get cut off and be super tiny? Do it. I am not here to tell you what to do. If people are afraid to age, let them be afraid to age. You don't be afraid to age. I have seen so many comments of people just saying, are we afraid to age? Why are we so afraid to age? Because the moment that you have a line on your face, somebody points it out. So maybe if people would just shut the fuck up about people aging, well then maybe plastic surgery will stop being an almost 60 billion industry.
Hey, I'm with her on that. Like me, I'm 32, right? I'm in the music industry. So y'all already know I'm around a lot of young YNs and shit, you know what I mean? I'm Unc, I'm an old nigga, I'm grandpa, I'm pops, I'm whoever the fuck, you know what I mean? But I ain't even that old, and I don't even look that, I be looking younger than a lot of these niggas sometimes. Sometimes they think I'm their peers until I be like, I gotta go pick up my daughters, or I start talking and then they be like, he got a little more wisdom than we would like to, niggas to have. He probably a little older, huh? So then I become Unc. And it's not even like I'm that old or like I be saying, pull up your britches, young man. Whip a snapper. I don't just be out here talking like that. You know what I'm saying? I do have, I guess, like a southern drawl, and it's like a, like a Unc-esque type of vibe, you know what I mean? Because I want people to do the right thing now. I want you, want you to succeed. I want you, to thrive in your industries of choice. But I'm not old, man. So don't be like motherfuckers. Y'all be the reason these niggas want plastic surgery, and they be out here getting all these fake ass painting on their face and shit. I cut my beard off when I realized it wasn't hidden. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers just painting on their face and paint on the beard. And they want to paint on the hairlines and shit, nigga. I wear kafiyes and shamaks, nigga. Fuck it. My hairline is fucked up. Y'all seen in the last video, nigga. So, when I don't want that to be a problem, I just wear hats and shamaks and kafiyes and things like that, man. Instead of feeling like this self-conscious, of course, that's a level of self-consciousness. But I'm not this fucked up to where I'm like, oh man, I gotta go paint on my face. I gotta go, all the way to Brazil and get a hair transplant. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit, bro. I do want to look good, but as long as I can look good, keep it under the hood. You hear me?
And maybe people will feel a little bit more comfortable with having some lines on their face. To be fair, for the people who are worried about people getting this surgery, most of us can't even afford whatever Chris got or what Lauren Sanchez got. We're all just a bunch of brokies that are gonna look older. And the rich are gonna continue to do whatever they do. I was thankfully not born being insecure. We're flesh and bone. We're all born to die. Going to work on my soul rather than the opinion of others. I fight the inevitable. Like, I agree and I disagree at the same time. What if someone who wants plastic surgery doesn't care what other people's things and they just don't like their face? Like, they care about what they think. There's been things about myself, like looks-wise when I was younger, that I didn't personally like, and nobody made fun of me for it. I just decided with my own Michelle brain that I just didn't like it. Who knows what I could have done if I was rich? So lass me up, dog, and not scared of getting sliced up. That's another benefit maybe to whoever doesn't like plastic surgery. I have a fear, so who knows what would happen if I didn't fear knives, didn't fear getting my face sliced open, and had tons of money. I could be a Lauren Sanchez.
Shopify has everything you need to grow your retail business, like fast and secure checkout, reliable card readers.
Twin. Anyway, I think a lot of people say that they would never do these types of things, and I've seen it in my everyday life because I worked for a lot of rich people when it comes to like personal training, and not everybody was rich that went to that gym. Like, I would have like the normal clients and they would talk a lot of crap about plastic surgery, then all of a sudden they start dating one of the football players in the gym, or they start, dating a high profile man, and all of a sudden they're getting nips and tucks, and I'm like, I just said that you were against embrace that and you like your natural beauty. And the girls that do that are super insecure and stupid. But you know, options open when you got money. And Kris Jenner and Jeff Bezos, soon to be wife, have plenty of it. Anyway, have fun slicing up your face or not. If you want to leave your face alone, do. If you think you're beautiful the way you are, congrats. And I will see you guys next video. There we go.
I'm like, why do I look old?
Alright, all you have to do is say, with the power invested in me.
With the power invested in me.
Do your thing. Yeah, do that. Loosen up your shoulder.
With the power invested in me, I now pronounce.
Take 3. Action. Oh my god. Take 5.
With the power invested in me, I'll now pronounce you.
What?
Wow. You
Take
just ruined it.
12.
With the power invested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Yay! We did it! Damn, you look old.
It's a face-off. Mirrors keeping score.
Nigga stupid, bro. Once again, my name is Still Khalil. Shout out to all the Khalilionaires that made it this far to the video. If you don't know what a Khalilionaire is, it's what I call my twins and the friends. It's like 10. Do you hear me? Once again, man, I love y'all. Midnight Flex, June 11th. Why the fuck do I keep forgetting the second one? Foolish, June 21st. It's a 2-song single. Y'all gonna love it, bro. Midnight Flex is me and my team. Foolish, me and my team as well, but it's more me personally. It's more my sound, what I want to sound like moving forward. So y'all gonna love Foolish, man. We're gonna keep it moving, man. I love y'all. If y'all haven't listened to all my music, what the fuck are you doing, nigga? How can you say you love me if you don't even be out here, rapping the set? You're not out here talking about Brainhead Big Gang. You're not out here talking about Kalini shit. You're not out here talking about none of this shit. You're not wept in. I don't know why the fuck. I'm very animated. I have ADHD, autism, all you ADHD, all you DHD, whatever the fuck, all you AU. Hey, man, listen. I'm out of here, bro. This is the last video for today. Yeah, I'm going to call it quits. I'll be back here tomorrow. Man, I love y'all. Peace.